Saturday morning cartoons has meant a lot to me. I've done videos talking about experiences. I've brought people in talking about their experiences. This weekend, I had the littles. That's right. The Pop's grandkids were with me. We watched Mighty Mouse on Saturday morning. A couple episodes of 1990 Super Mario. Lots of talk about old Hanna Barbera, Scooby Doo, things like that. And I thought to myself, is there a way to get Saturday morning cartoons back? Event television really is what Saturday morning cartoons was. Saturday morning cartoons, yes, was tied into marketing and IPs and finding new audiences and selling merch and getting comic books and toys sold. Sure. And entertain kids so parents could do things on Saturday mornings. But at the same time, it was the same impact on our lives as event television was in prime time. Like, we all remember Saturday morning cartoons just as easily, if not more, as we remember Who Shot JR as the, finale of a big sitcom or show that we all watched, or a mini series like Shogun. So my question is, what could these services do? Because some of them, like Hasbro, has 24/7 GI Joe streaming on YouTube. Many of them have their own streaming platforms. So the incentive structure has moved away from event cartoon content for kids on Saturday mornings. So I ask, what could be done? Is there even a way? As X-Men 97 dropped, and I've watched the first episode and I enjoyed it more than I had issues with it. I'll do a video on that soon enough. But I was kind of saddened by the fact that it's still not an event. It's just another line item on a Disney sheet that hits a service. Maybe people watched it, maybe they didn't. It's just not the same experience. No matter how good it is, even if they were to do Batman 80s, Batman 89 cartoons, and we got, new Ghostbusters and we got new Transformers, it's still not going to be the same because it's not event television. So I ask you guys, and seriously, looking for comments, like, is there a way? What if, you know, you had Max who dropped um, a new episode of, let's say, four different shows or six different shows every week, and or even if they did reruns, and then thread together even advertising. I think that part of what made Saturday morning cartoons was seeing the new toy. Yes, there was the sugary Pop Tarts and cereals and things like that, but it was a win for everyone. Who is the loser in the Saturday morning cartoon machinery? I'm still. I know there was pushback from people going, "Oh, you're just trying to brainwash kids and get them to buy toys and whatever." But who is the loser here? Us, you know, 30, 40 years plus later, where we're all still talking and thinking about it when given the opportunity to? Was it the companies at the time? Was it the creators that had jobs? Was it the IPs that grew? What? Because even the smallest of shows or movies, because there's like 10 or 15 minutes in, the kids really weren't that interested. It was like John Candy's day camp or scout camp type show, like basically like a Boy Scout show cartoon. There was Karate Kid. There's Conan. We just you name an IP. If it had a show, it had a movie, whatever, it got a little run through Saturday morning cartoons, right? So what lost? What was the loser in all of this? And why can't we get it back? Maybe it just can't and it just won't. Streaming's too big. There's just too much content available at a given time. But it seems like an opportunity to create something that could have nostalgia feel to it, could be good for profit, could be good for merchandising, could find new audiences, could entertain kids and adults. I mean, imagine if Disney had dropped X-Men 97 at 9 a.m. on a Saturday and they said, we're also dropping, and they listed some other show and then another show and another show. And let's say, some of them were newer shows like Bluey or whatever. Like you had 4 or 5 shows that dropped every Saturday, 9, 9:30, 10, whatever. And maybe they had commercials in between. Have a countdown that came up on the screen, you know, you know, show next program will begin, whatever. I don't know, whatever you have to do to create that, get them on your app, keep them on your app, selling advertisement. I'm missing the why it can't happen again, other than just pure, unadulterated laziness on their parts and to some degree on our parts. So, love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Yes, Saturday morning cartoons with this guy will be back. We'll probably start with X-Men 97, but I want to supplement that with a second show or something more retro. So, again, content. I'm going to get there. Going to talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. I am Pops.
After these messages, we'll be right back. I'm Captain O.G. Readmore, a reading kind of cat. Read a book like me, you'll soon agree that reading is where it's at.
Well, speaking of reading, I hope you can join me tomorrow at 9 a.m. as I drop my What's Your Story with my very special guest, Taylor Reed, who started a book club to bring people together, get back into reading, and enjoy time. Hope you can join me there. Take care, everybody. I'm Pops.
Like cartoon characters, famous places, sports. I got someone right here with the reels out of the packets. Now, find the cartoon characters.
I found that on Duck. Popeye and Scooby-Doo. Bugs Bunny.
What about you?
Is Washington Monument a cartoon character?
GAF Viewmaster, over 500 three-reel packets available, all purchased separately.
RoboCop, part man, part robot, all cop.
Drop it.
RoboCop and the Ultra Police, each sold separately. The only cops with rapid repeat cap firing.
Evil headhunter on a Skullhawk is cruising for trouble. RoboCop in his armored RoboCopter takes off after him. Fire Robo-Missile. We'll give you a lift to jail.
You put RoboCopter together. RoboCop vehicles and figures with RoboCaps, each sold separately.
Wish we could go where it's always fun. Come to Polyville.
6 new places to explore. It's the Polybot town you've been wishing for.
My town will have a burger drive-thru.
Shakes and fries right away. There's a tree house next door where we play.
Let's slide.
Wish! Wedding dresses at the bridal store.
How do I look?
Wow! It's the town we've been wishing for. Polypocket.
New Polyville houses, camper, and bikes. Sold separately, batteries not included. From Mattel.
Saturday morning cartoons will be back next week at 9 o'clock. We talk about X-Men 97, and then one additional cartoon has not been decided quite yet. That will start at 9:30. So make sure you check in on Saturdays, 9 and 9:30 with Saturday morning cartoons with Pops.